Hello, my little ones, welcome back. So, children, today we'll be solving lesson number 21 of your workbook, that is the journey to the Great Oz. So, let's begin. Assignment number 1, question number 1, write in short how the travelers crossed the first ditch. Answer: the first ditch was very wide and deep, with many jagged rocks at the bottom. The sides were very steep. The only way to cross the ditch was to jump across it, which was possible only for the lion. The lion measured the distance carefully. Then, with the scarecrow on his back, he jumped across and landed safely. After the scarecrow had got down from his back, the lion sprang back across the ditch again. He next took Dorothy, holding Toto, across the ditch in the same manner, and finally the Tin Woodman. Thus, all of them finally crossed the great ditch. Question number 2. Which events in the passage tell us that number 1. The scarecrow was intelligent. Number 2. The lion was brave. Answer: the events that tell us that the scarecrow was intelligent. When the scarecrow saw the deep and wide ditch, he came out with the possible solution that they could either jump over it or remain where they were. When the lion decided that he would take him across, the scarecrow decided that he would go first, as he would be the least hurt in case they fell. He asked the lion to run a short distance and then jump across, showing that he knew that this was the best possible way for a big leap. All these instances show that Scarecrow was intelligent. Number 2. The events that tell us that the lion was brave. The lion knew that he was the only one who could jump across the ditch. He agreed to not only do this, but do it repeatedly, carrying the others on his back one by one. This shows that he was brave. Question number 3. Write words which end with number 1. FUL. Beautiful, hopeful. Number 2. ERS. Bakers, teachers. Number 3. LY. Horribly, terribly. Number 4. Fully, lawfully, doubtfully. Now let's see assignment number 2. Question number 1. List the characters in the story and write a few lines about each of them. Answer: the characters in the story are number 1. Dorothy, a young girl who is whisked by a cyclone to the wonderful land of Oz. Number 2. Toto, Dorothy's dog whom she loves. Number 3. The Tin Woodman. He needs a heart. Number 4. The Scarecrow. Though it is said that he needs brain, he is shown to be quite intelligent in the story. Number 5. The Lion. Though it is said that he is cowardly and needs bravery, his actions in the story show that he is actually quite brave. Number 6. The Kalidas. These are monstrous beasts with bodies like bears and heads like tigers. They have long and sharp claws. Question number 2. Write how the travelers crossed the second gulf. Answer: the second gulf was so broad and deep that the lion knew he could not jump across it. However, there was a great tree standing close to the ditch. The Tin Woodman chopped it. Then the lion put his strong front legs against the tree and pushed it with all his might. The tree fell with its top branches on the other side, forming a sort of bridge. The travelers crossed this bridge and went onto the other side. Question number 3. Which event in the passage tells us that the scarecrow was intelligent? Answer. After the lion said that he could not jump across the second gulf, the scarecrow made a plan. If the Tin Woodman could chop the great tree standing next to the gulf, the tree would fall over to the other side, forming a bridge, which they could walk across. This sensible plan shows that the scarecrow was intelligent. Question number 4. Pick out the conjunctions from the following sentences. Number 1. The lion put his strong legs against the tree and pushed with all his might. So the conjunction here is and. Number 2. They came to another gulf, but this one was broad and deep. The conjunctions here are but and. Number 3. The forest was thick and it looked dark and gloomy. The conjunctions here are and. Question number 1. Which events in the passage tell us that number 1. The scarecrow was intelligent, number 2. The lion was brave? Number 1. The events that tell us that the scarecrow was intelligent. The travelers crossed the tree and reached the other side. However, the Kalidas began to follow them. They could easily tear the travelers to pieces with their sharp claws. Realizing this, the scarecrow asked the Tin Woodman to chop away the end of the tree that rested on their side of the ditch. The Tin Woodman obeyed, and the Kalidas who were crossing the tree fell with a crash into the gulf. Thus, the five were saved because of the intelligent thinking of the scarecrow. Number 2. The events that tell us that the lion was brave. When the travelers were crossing the gulf, the Kalidas came running towards them. The lion, although he was afraid, turned to face the Kalidas with a loud and terrible roar. After they had crossed, the lion told Dorothy to stand close behind him. He said that he would fight the Kalidas as long as he was alive. This shows that he was brave. Question number 2. Add ly or fully to the following correctly. Number 1. Instant, instantly. Number 2. Joy, joyfully. Number 3. Fierce, fiercely. Number 4. Anxious, anxiously. Number 5. Delight, delightfully. Question number 3. Fill in the blanks with the correct conjunctions from those given below. So we have if, and, unless, so, because, and but. Number 1. The children were eating bread dash butter. Answer and. Number 2. Meeta was happy dash she was going for a picnic. Answer because. Number 3. Please do not change your seats dash I say so. Answer unless. 4. The balloon will burst dash you prick it with a pin. Answer if. Number 5. I ran for the school bus dash could not catch it. Answer but. Number 6. The little boy was hungry dash he ate the loaf of bread. Answer so. Formative evaluation. So we have activity project here. Number 1. Imagine you are Dorothy and write about the day's events in 5 to 8 lines in your Dorothy's diary. Answer. Today, Toto and I were whisked by a cyclone to the land of Oz. There I met the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, and the Lion. Together we set out in search of the Wizard of Oz, who is the only person who can help us. We came across several adventures in our way. We crossed one big ditch and one gulf and defeated the monstrous Kalidas. We now see a delightful country before us. Number 2. Imagine you are the lion and someone is interviewing you. Write the answers to the following questions. Number 1. Who were your companions on the way to Oz? Answer. My companions on the way to Oz were the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, Dorothy, and her dog Toto. Number 2. How did you take the others across the ditch? Were you afraid? Answer. I made each of them sit on my back and then I jumped across the ditch 3 times. Of course, I was afraid. I would have been dashed to pieces along with whoever I was carrying on my back had I fallen into the ditch. Question number 3. Were you afraid of the Kalidas? Why did you decide to fight with them? Answer. Yes, I was afraid of the Kalidas. I liked my companions and wanted to protect them, and so I decided to fight the Kalidas. I also wanted to prove that I was brave. Question number 4. What did it feel like after you were out of the forest? Answer. It felt wonderful to leave the forest and reach the delightful country. Now we hope to see the wizard. So children, that's the solution for lesson number 21, the journey to the Great Oz. So if you like the video, do subscribe the channel, like it and share it with your friends who need it. See you soon. Till then, goodbye.